and turn immediately to feint left, but hit hard on the right with an elbow into the first goon's crotch. He grunts, folds in half, and I stumble as I spin away from the second. Their mounts panic, kicking up heels and bolting along the road to Valenta. Liza, my own horse, stands firm, thank fuck. She's the best. My burst of violence is not going to be enough of a head start. No mercenary or highway brigand would hire backup less than raised to the kill. I need a weapon. I roll backward through the hard-packed red dirt, sparing a sad thought for my glossy new silk jacket as I spring up next to Liza. The sword is there, tied into my blankets like only a fool would do. I grab the hilt, and with a swift tug that sends poor Liza skittering sideways and whinnying in protest, it's out of the scabbard. I grin. It's been a while, but the leather-wrapped, sweat-soaked hilt welcomes my touch like a mother's arms to a prodigal son. Well, not my mother. Then again, I'm not her son. If I'd been a boy, it might have made all the difference. Making my entrance, I lick the blood off my front teeth and spin the blade casually from hand to hand. A juggler's trick. The bright sunlight glints off the blade. The three have recovered and are spreading to flank me. The second in command is closest. He'd been coming for me, full of bravado, making up for the stab of fear earlier. But now, he hesitates. "Intensify," bellows Picton in my memory. "They mustn't be able to look away." I add an extra half-twist to the juggle of my blade, opening my eyes a little too wide, and the goon glances back at the leader, uncertain. "Look, I get it," I say, after a decent spell of silence, bar the whistle of my sword. "I do. You thought I was easy prey. Here I was, riding along, looking for all the world like a weaponless fool in a pretty silk jacket. You made me an offer based on that assessment. But none of those things are true. Except for the pretty silk jacket." I pause for a moment, making a show of scanning the desert horizon, blade still spinning in the light. "So why don't we just leave it here? You can go home with all your limbs, and I'll be on my way. Better deal than the one you offered me. The traditional deal of highway brigands everywhere. Give us everything, and we'll kill you anyway." Silence. It sounds like a fight coming. I spit on the ground, red on red, and try again. That can be the measure of blood spilled here. Sum total. The leader's craggy brow draws even tighter, and his face gets ugly. "So the fucking bitch has a sword," he snarls at his men, his disdain clear. It's always a marvel to me, the way men will loyally follow those who mostly show them contempt. "She's still a fucking bitch. Take her out." I'm decent with a sword, but truth be told, I'm a better player. I'd hoped the juggled sword would be enough to at least open negotiations. Wishing for the 700th time that Petrus was still at my back, I draw up strength I haven't used this way in a good long while. Time to lean into what I do have. As the two goons rush me, I duck to cut swift across the middle, then spin right around to cut low, slipping below their blows. The dry air scalds my lungs. Their axes clash against each other above my head, and my ears ring, but they are both bloody across the thighs. I might be a better player than fighter, but that is true of these two, too. They tumble against each other, moaning as long spurts of blood chunk the dirt of the road. They won't be getting up anytime soon, but it won't stop them from screaming at me. I tune them out. I shuffle back, soft boots stirring up the dust. The leader curses and strides toward me. He raises his blade, and a wily gleam lights in his eye. I meet the sword, eyes on his. We're beyond chatter now. They stomp toward me. It's a bit of fancy talk when people compare a sword fight to dance. It's not like any dance I've ever done. My dances are all swaying hips and playing at sex. But then it's nobles, with their dances full of intricate footwork, who wax that kind of lyrical about fighting, trying to give it a swanky gloss. Really, it's all pretty stories. Sword fights are grim. The swing is hard. I wince in anticipation and renew the grip on my hilt. The blade comes hard against mine. My shoulders complain at the impact, and I grunt a little.